Good, it's a good guess.
Pass screen away.
Yes, exactly. So today, I want to work on pass screen away.
Yeah, so when athletes come into our program, our main focuses, and again, we go through a 12-week curriculum, but our main focuses are going to be how to get open, how to space the floor, cutting, passing, attacking on offense, being able to dribble, drive past defenders. Those are all kind of offensive concepts. We now need to learn how to utilize defense, right? We need to know how to go on ball, off ball. What happens when your player cuts? How do you need to play them? How do you need to, get up a hand in the passing lane? So in terms of what kids are going to learn, it's everything from offensive development to defensive development, gameplay skills, all of the stuff that's important to build them into 5-on-5 players.
Remember, you're sliding, alternating, right and left, right and left. So we're looking at zoning in on small things and really trying to develop that and get athletes to understand the basics. And then from there, for the rest of the program, we're really looking to challenge them, to push them with different drills, different offensive sets to kind of get them to understand and get them thinking the game a lot more.
What I want to work on is pass screen away. So we're going to introduce it and we're going to build off of it. Look, very simple. You'll have a coach on your left wing. You're going to make a pass. We're gonna go and set a screen on the player on the right. Now, a couple things. Player on the wing, you're gonna be very patient. You don't wanna move until the screen is set. Why? That, so the defender will start to move with you, which gives them time to get around the screen. But what else, Bruce? That, exactly. So look, we don't want to move until the screen is set because we don't want to get a moving screen. We don't want to take our defender into the screen while they're moving because it's a turnover.
The 3-on-3 is specific to gameplay skills. So, we're not going to be teaching stationary dribbling in a 3-on-3 session. We're taking the kids, we're looking at their skill set, and we're going, okay, how can we get these athletes to apply these skills in the game? So again, live defense, how do you dribble drive past that defender? How do you space the floor? When your teammate drives to the basket, where do you go? All of the crucial gameplay skills that are going to, again, make a difference in their 5-on-5 play is what we're looking to teach.
I'm your defender, right? So come on, I'm your defender. So now we were here, I'm playing defense. Now when he comes and sets it, you want me to hit the screen while you go around. So if you go this way, I'm just gonna follow you.
Big guys, make sure we're stretching. Not too much talking, more stretching. Get that knee up nice and high. Me as a coach, I like to narrow stuff down and focus on 1 to 2 things at most. So my main thing is that I'm looking for spacing, right? Seeing that they're not crowding the ball. And the second thing I would look at is seeing that they're moving the ball as well, right? I don't want players to over dribble, complicate things. It should be really simple. Pass, move, cut, fill, all things that we touch on and really focus on. Okay, right side means left hand. Left hand is dribbling. Left side is gonna be your right hand. So I'm crossing nice and low. Crossover is always below your knees and knee to knee. Once I cross, I'm attacking the basket full speed. 1, 2, right hand layup.
So for 3-on-3 specifically, like I'm really big on seeing them, 1, be able to get open, 2, not just pointlessly dribble the ball, and 3, maintain their spacing. So I'm big on, again, can they get open off the wing so that they can catch a pass? 2, are they just catching and dribbling, which is, pointless unless they're wide open. But they have to know that. They have to know when I catch the ball, why am I dribbling? Am I open or am I just dribbling because I have nothing, I'm not sure what to do? And then 3, can they maintain their spacing? So can they have the basketball IQ to see, okay, this player's coming here, I gotta move here. This player's going there, I gotta move there. I should cut now because the defense is playing me this way. Like those are the things that I like to really focus on is, can you get open? Do you know what to do when you catch the ball? And can you maintain spacing off the ball?
I think the way we kind of start to hold them accountable is by taking them through what we're trying to teach at the beginning of the session. We really try and drill it in what we're doing and get them to focus. And if they're not doing it in game, for example, we would implement a first pass rule where we'll say you might have to execute pass, cut, fill once before you can play. Now, we're gonna do some stuff attacking the basket. One thing I'm gonna say that I noticed when we were doing the dribbling for the warm-up with Coach Sean, a lot of us are dribbling the ball too soft and slow. Like you're almost scared like you're gonna pop the ball.
Can we fire the pass to coach, run to set a screen, and cut to the basket like we mean it?
In our program, we're constantly stopping. So as soon as I see things break down, again, it depends on where we are in the curriculum. If we're working on pass, cut, fill, as soon as that breaks down, I'm stopping the game because I want to be able to drive home the point that they need to be able to execute this type of offensive set.
Go! Better! Better!
But again, we move into things like pass screen away, the dribble at, backdoor. We go into a lot of different things. So, for me, it's a development league, and I'm stopping it once it breaks down right away.
Do what we're trying to get them to do, for lack of a better word, and kind of hold them accountable.
So look, let's make a pass. Let's set a screen. Now, instead of going to the basket, so we've gone to the basket, we've scored. Defender now is gonna be smart and they're gonna go under the screen. They're gonna go this way. So what I want is, if this is not open to cut to the basket, we're gonna cut right to the top spot. So as fast as you can, cut to the yellow cone. Ask for the ball.
I wanna make sure that the players are developing perfection in their skills and in their ability to run offense and defense.
I'll narrow it down to 3. Would be decision-making, passing, and dribbling. Those would be 3 that I think you would see a big improvement in. Decision-making, again, knowing when to pass, when to score, and then obviously ball handling, since again, you'll have the ball in your hand a ton more and you'll be forced to put it on the floor and get comfortable with it. Get lower and quicker.
It's one thing to know how to dribble, drive past a defender and make a layup. It's another thing to know that I'm gonna catch the ball, wait for a cutter to go through, wait for action to develop, maybe an off-ball screen, and then make the correct pass to that player who's cutting.
I'd say there are 2 things that stick out to me as a coach. I'd say one is going to be spacing. Right, with 5-on-5, it's obviously much more crowded, and it's a little bit difficult for players to kind of grasp spacing and know where to stand. Versus 3x3, you really have a lot more spacing, more room to play and make some mistakes. Remember to slide. We're sliding. Next. So whichever direction you're sliding to, that should be the hand you dribble with. So if I again slide to my left, that's the hand. If I slide to my right, that's the hand I use. Moving without the ball. In 5-on-5, you tend to get players that kind of almost zone off or drift away into a corner and just kind of hide. But 3-on-3, you really can't do that. You have to continuously move.
If you are slacking on defense, if you are not where you're supposed to be on offense, you stick out like a sore thumb. So I think, all of the things that you want to have to be a successful 5-on-5 player, it's just much more efficient in 3-on-3 and just sticks out more when you're not doing those things.
Which again will help a lot when you translate it over to 5-on-5.
Of course, they're going to get way more reps, so it's a lot more efficient in terms of what they're teaching. But because of the less players on the floor, each player is accountable and responsible for more than they would be in 5-on-5.
Getting open, passing, moving without the ball, and just understanding the basics of what it takes to play basketball.
For me, it's not so much a memorable moment, but just watching the development of the group of kids that I've seen go from basics in the academy to gameplay skills in 3-on-3, and then I hear and see their rep success afterwards. I really do see it as a complete development process, and it's really it's why you coach, is to see that process all the way through.
Let me see your finger. Oh, it's coach's fault. Coach is bad. Actually, this past session, I had a few parents come up to me and some players that have done the program already a handful of times, just stress and express how much fun they've had and how much they've learned, and they're just continuing to come back. I think that's the most important thing for me as a coach, is that players are willing to come back, they're willing to learn, they're having fun at our sessions. So I'd say that's the most memorable part for me, is making connections with players and seeing that they're coming back for more, enjoying the session and playing. That will be my number one most memorable experience with 3-on-3.